In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm me, Alvarado.
And I'm Madison, Kasper. Welcome back, Sharks.
On this episode of Mako TV, the Department of Communication, Media, and the Arts took over the UC Spine with all kinds of performances. We find out what's going on with women's tennis, and NSU art students went to the beach to create virtual reality artwork. NSU's Department of Communication, Media, and the Arts hosted a UC Spine takeover filled with dance performances and more. Our reporter Isabella Perez has the story.
The Department of Communication, Media, and the Arts take over the UC Spine during the lunch hour. Alyssa Passarella, sophomore in Shark Talent, feels it is important to showcase the arts department and involve the NSU community.
I think the meaning overall is to kind of just showcase what NSU has to bring within the performance arts, within dance, singing, music, acting, and how we put on so many cool shows that I think students should come out and see.
DCMA offers diverse programs. This event helps showcase it.
To me, the meaning of this event, especially during Shark Preview Weekend, is to showcase everything that DCMA and Shark Talent has to offer, because it's such a diverse program, but not a lot of people know everything that Shark Talent and DCMA encases.
NSU students came together to showcase and raise awareness of the arts department.
A lot of times it's looked down upon. I grew up at a school that really valued the arts, but at the end of the day, when budget cuts had to be made, that was the first thing to go. It's a huge struggle to not be supported. It's a huge struggle to be looked down upon as a career that you can't really succeed in, but I think it's something that should be encouraged among all students, among all people, to, even if you're not pursuing it professionally, to take it as part of your life, to find joy in it, to use it as a way to find peace and just connect with people.
Although NSU is a research-focused university, it still offers a strong arts department.
I hope they get a better understanding of what we can do here at Nova, and that even though we're a research school, we still have a really strong arts program that still has a lot of amazing performers and a lot of amazing talent that we can do so much still.
Olivia Nur, Shark Talent member and reporter for Mako TV, thinks the arts is a way to de-stress and express yourself.
I think it's important for people to interact with the arts because it gives them a sense of expression. You know, they get to take a break from their studies and they get to go have fun and be entertained.
The next DCMA takeover will take place March 28th in the UC Spine. I am Isabella Perez with Mako TV.
St. Patrick's Day is on the 17th this month, and our reporter Olivia Nur asks our Sharks what they have planned.
St. Patrick's Day is on Monday, March 17th, and today I will be asking Sharks their favorite way to celebrate the holiday. What is your favorite way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I like to remind everyone first that St. Patrick was Italian, not Irish. And then I like to pinch people who are not wearing green.
I like to get dressed up and then go downtown and just hang out with a bunch of people.
Wear green and go out with my friends.
Just hanging out with friends and having like a cute little gathering is my favorite way.
What is your favorite way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Just chill out with a couple of friends, wear green as usual, and just enjoy the time. That's it.
Wearing green, spending time with friends, and just having fun.
Probably just hang out with friends.
Hanging out with friends and dressing cute and green stuff.
My favorite way of celebrating St. Patrick's Day is just keeping it simple. Getting some Taco Bell, watching a YouTube video on my iPad, and just relaxing.
What is your favorite way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I love going out with my girls, dressing in all green, matching with really cute outfits. And then if you aren't wearing green, I love to pinch you.
The Sharks here at NSU are excited to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear your green. I'm Olivia Nur with Mako TV.
Joining me, I have Court Justice Officer of USGA, Varun Jagarlamudi. Welcome, Varun.
Thank you.
USGA elections are coming up. Where can someone find more information?
So we have our social media presence, which is NSU USGA on Instagram. We also have our office, which is located in the Office of Campus Life and Student Engagement. Inside, the minute you go in, you just go to the right, and that will be our USGA office. We always have a USGA member at most of the times throughout the entire day, so feel free to ask if you have any questions as well.
And when are the deadlines for applications?
So applications for the elections, the packets were already due as of the Friday just before spring break. And over spring break, our EVP and Advisor Wheeler went over the packets and made sure everyone's in tip-top shape for the elections.
What are the expectations for this year's elections?
So our expectations for this year's elections is to maintain a fair and just and equitable election, making sure everyone's adhering to the rules, making sure no campaigning goes out of hand or anything of that nature. We also expect students who are participating in the elections to be aware, be informed, and stay engaged, whether that means talking to fellow students about their goals and visions for the elections, promises that they have for the following year, and overall just have a fantastic attitude about the whole election.
What else is going on with USGA this semester?
So this semester, as people have seen recently, we have our pilot program, which in collaboration with Starship Technologies for the food delivery robots, as people may or may not have seen going around campus recently. We also are working on other legislation, such as one of our main groups is focusing on a hurricane preparedness / emergency management course, which is going to be in collaboration with public safety. They're currently working on the Canvas module that will be published and sent to students, and it will be voluntary, so whoever needs information can fill out the Canvas course as well.
And anybody looking for more information can go on the website?
Oh yes, they can go on the website, the NSU USGA Instagram, or just stop by the office.
Thank you for sharing, Varun.
Thank you.
Up next, my general manager and co-anchor, Madison, sits down with Dr. Raja to discuss the recent food recalls.
Welcome to the Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. With me is Dr. Arti Raja, Mako Media's Science and Health Advisor. Welcome, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
Our topic today is the rise in food recalls among the U.S. So, Dr. Raja, we've been hearing that this year is the highest food recalls since 2019. Why is that?
So in reality, the numbers may seem that way, where we're seeing a lot of food recalls in especially 2023 and 2024. But if you look at the overall numbers, we're not that far off from just pre-COVID days. We're kind of on par with what we used to normally see before COVID days. There are a couple of reasons, though, why we may be seeing increased food recalls. And one of the things could just be we are consuming more food that's coming from lots of different places. We're importing a lot of food. The second thing could be we're also consuming a lot more processed food. So how the food is prepared and how it shows up at our end has changed. And in general, these are some of the reasons why they think there may be an increased food recall. And the biggest of them all is we've probably gotten a lot better at screening and tracing of food recalls with better technology. So with that, we're probably just catching more of the things that we may never have caught before.
What symptoms should someone look for if they think that they've eaten a food that's been recalled?
Right. So the classic symptoms, if you end up consuming food that you think may have been contaminated in some form, would be abdominal cramps. You may get nausea. You may have vomiting, and maybe diarrhea as well. So if one of these symptoms could be an indication that maybe you ate something that was likely contaminated.
What is the most common health risk that's associated with food recalls?
So for a normal, healthy individual, if you end up consuming a food that has been recalled, you probably will have some kind of gastrointestinal trouble, and usually mild. But the problem is more in people who are the immunocompromised people, either young children or people who have some other condition or disease. In those people or in that population, the complications can be greater, and sometimes the unfortunate and really harsh complication and could end up being death.
So what steps should someone take to prevent these health risks?
Wash your hands well before you eat. Wash all the places where you put your food. A big plus, cook your food. Cook your food well. If there are pathogens that are causing this problem and the food is being recalled because of a microorganism's presence, if you cooked your food, it would go away, it would die. So the basic idea, so keep your hands clean, keep the area where you keep your food clean, and for the most part, cook your food before you consume it.
So how effective is the food recall system?
In reality, in the United States, it's very effective. In the US, they do a very good job of monitoring. The agencies that are out there do a good job of monitoring our food, catching things that may be problematic, and actually also reporting things that may be problematic. So to be fair, our food is actually quite safe to consume. Yes, we may be seeing increased numbers, but I see it as I think the system is working then. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Any last thoughts?
So it is important to pay attention to what is the reason behind the recall. While foodborne illnesses and microorganisms are one of the reasons why food gets recalled, it's not always the only reason. So paying attention to that also matters.
Thank you, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
This has been the Mako Media Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. See you next time. For our sports segment, joining me is our sports anchor, Emily Potter. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you for having me.
What's going on with NSU athletics?
Thank you for asking. Tomorrow, NSU men's and women's swimming continue competing in the NCAA Division II National Championship, and the NSU men's basketball team competes in round 1 of the NCAA Division II South Region Championship at 5 p.m. in the Rick Case Arena. NSU rowing continues tomorrow at the Sandra Stetson Aquatic Center in DeLand, Florida. Also tomorrow, both the NSU baseball team and the NSU softball team play double headers. Baseball plays away at Rollins College at 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. Softball plays at 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. at home. NSU women's tennis competes away against Flagler College tomorrow at 10 a.m. I got the opportunity to take a closer look at the season so far.
NSU women's tennis has had an amazing season so far. Junior player Julia Morais contributes a lot of that success to the bond between the team.
They become your family because I feel like we're more here at the courts than at home. So you gotta really communicate good and really trust each other. And last year we had a great environment, and that's why we won nationals. I think that's a big part of it. And right now we adjust some things, but now everything's looking good.
Freshman player Naomi Dadun expresses what it means to her to be a part of this team.
It's mean a lot. I can do a connection, new friends, and it's your new life for me.
Not only does this team have a strong relationship with each other, but the support and culture within the program helps these women stay focused.
We've been doing a great job with Claire and Kelly last year, who were our mental coaches, and we have packed performance enhancement coaching, and they've been doing a really good job with us in terms of resetting, coming back to the present, and refocusing. So I think I'm trying to do that more often, but at the same time it's quite tough,
Last year, the NSU women's tennis team won the program's first NCAA Division II National Championship. The team hopes to win again this year, but it's not their most important goal for this season.
For sure, I want to win the championship, but I think the most important thing is we play together like a team, and we have good moments together.
I mean, obviously the ultimate goal is to win again and get the ring, and it's all very glamorous and amazing. But as Noemi said, it's the good moments. We're going to Pensacola next week. We're going to be the whole week there. So enjoying as a team and bonding together and having a good time. That's the most important thing.
NSU women's tennis competes against Flagler College tomorrow at 10 a.m. away. I'm Emily Potter with Mako TV.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Cali Coffee staff is creating a dynamic work environment that caters to young adults and students. Our reporter, Briella Guayo, has the story.
Cali Coffee is building a reputation for creating a welcoming work environment, with their employees being primarily students and young adults.
So I'm a fully online student now as of senior year, so it's actually been way easier. When I used to go to school freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, I had some difficulties definitely doing like school management for like schoolwork time, but also time to like work, because like I'm a workaholic. I love working. I love having my own money and like being an independent. So that's when I decided to like transfer school online so that I could focus more on working. And now ever since I did that, work and school balance is way easier for me. I have a few Zoom classes here and there, and I can pretty much work any shift I want. So it's been pretty good.
For student employees, Cali Coffee offers a flexible work schedule that helps them balance school and work.
It gets a little bit stressful sometimes when I have a lot of schoolwork, but since Cali is so flexible with the hours, I am able to complete and do all my work, so it's not that bad.
Cali Coffee was originally founded in 2018 with its first location in Hollywood, Florida. Store manager Kyle Van Schack expresses what helps Cali Coffee stand out from other coffee shops.
I mean, there's great people and great workers everywhere, but I think first and foremost, our workers, our staff. I think our staff's amazing. We've got a lot of young girls and guys with bright young futures, and I think we get to put that on display each and every day and, share that positivity with people. And so I'd say workers first, then I think our fun, wacky, and wild drinks are also, I think, secondary to that. But, yeah, first the workers, though.
Cali crew members share the best part about working with Cali Coffee.
I would say definitely the community, not just our co-workers, but as well as all the guests and customers that come through. That would probably have to be the best part. This bracelet right here was given to me by a customer, so yeah.
Honestly, the atmosphere. I've made some really great friends working here. The customers are great. I've had some really bad experiences like working in the restaurant industry. So compared to the restaurant industry and coming here, it's just there's no toxicity. The management's amazing, and I've just thrived. I've had a lovely time.
I'm Bella Guayo with Mako TV.
The DCMA dancers had the opportunity to perform in South Carolina for the American College Dance Association. Our reporter Isabella Perez got to see a preview of their performances. Let's take a look.
Every year, the NSU Dance Program presents their original pieces for the American College Dance Association Southeast Conference. The dancers go through 8 weeks of long rehearsals to try and perfect their routines. Dance Program Director Alana Lancey wanted to highlight different perspectives through the pieces.
A couple of things that I was really interested in is the connection of the dancers with each other, and then also the connection of the dancers with the movement. So that was kind of the basis. And we looked at also focus. So there's a lot of changing focus throughout the piece. They watch each other, and and then by the end of the piece, they are then switching the focus out to the audience.
ACDA was a great way for NSU's dancers to grow and showcase the arts department. Student choreographers face unique challenges in helping their peers feel confident while staying true to their vision.
I know everyone has their own vision for things, so just kind of finding that compromise, working together to make this piece both of us and to make it so both of our attributes show in it, but also everyone's comfortable dancing it.
Dr. Bill Witham was asked to compose an original music piece for one of the dance performances.
We spend so long working on it, and it's just sound and collections of sounds, but when it's put together with the dance and the choreography, it becomes visual, and it's really satisfying to see. It's like, as much as I work on it, it's only part of it. So this is really super cool because when they do it, it's now complete, and you get to kind of watch your music kind of happen on the floor, and it's an amazing experience.
DCMA dancers appreciate the opportunity to showcase arts at NSU.
It means so much because I know our arts department is small, but having the opportunity to go outside, especially to a whole nother state and see a bunch of other new people, they're like, oh, that's NSU. Oh, that's awesome. So it's really, really great to know that people know us even outside of NSU.
NSU's dancers showcase the arts in Charleston, South Carolina from March 6th through the 9th. I am Isabella Perez with Mako TV.
Next for our art segment, joining me is our reporter, Jocelyn Saccucci. Welcome, Jocelyn.
Hi, Madison. I'm happy to be here.
What's going on with arts at NSU?
This Wednesday, Dr. Bill Adams and Dr. Jiyoung Adams Park will be hosting a musical performance titled Faray and Friends. This performance will be in the Cotia Gallery at 12 p.m. On March 27th, there is a packed arts event. It will include the opening reception for the 14th Annual Senior Showcase Art Exhibition, where the graduating class of 2025 will display some of their art pieces. Also during this time is the annual reception for the Mark Lindsay Duncan Endowment Fund for the Arts, which was started in honor of the late Mark Duncan. The whole event will start at 5 p.m. in the Cotia Gallery. On March 28th, Shark Talent is presenting their production, Starstruck, in the Performance Theater. The show will begin at 7 p.m. For our Sharks in the Arts segment, our reporter Carrie Corson sat down with Dr. Bill Adams to discuss some of his work.
Welcome to Sharks in the Arts. I'm Carrie Corson. Our guest today is Dr. Bill J. Adams, who's a professor in the Department of Communication, Media, and the Arts, and the program director for the music and theater majors at NSU. Hi, Bill. We are so pleased to have you here today.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
I learned that you have a Doctor of Musical Arts degree, and you are a certified master trainer of ESTL. What is ESTL?
ESTL is a speech-language pathology-based methodology for teaching voice. Voice means singing, and it also means using your voice like we do for media.
Interesting. Thank you for explaining that to us. You recently represented the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival as an adjudicator for the Florida International University production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Now, this prestigious organization has given more than 400,000 college theater students the opportunity to have their work critiqued, improve their dramatic skills, and receive national recognition for excellence. How did you become involved with the Kennedy Center's College Theater Festival?
So I got to do it 7 or so years ago. I did a production of Rent. I was the adjudicator for the FIU production of Rent. And it was the first time that I did it. So it was a daunting process because to go into a cast after they've spent weeks putting together something which is as complicated as a musical, and then I'm going to be their critique, and I'm going to say, judge, 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 and you did this and you did that. So I didn't do that. First and foremost, for the production of Rent, it was fantastic. So I really had nothing to say, and so I was like, other than it was great and wonderful, and I loved the work that you all did, and there was more praise. So I don't think they wanted that, though, because young people are hungry for the feedback. Sure. So this time I went, I felt a little bit more comfortable giving my opinion. Always framed with, this is me, I just sat here for the first time and saw this production, and here are my opinions. Do with them what you will.
Sure, I can understand how that would be hard to balance, being an educator and an adjudicator, because as an educator, you're trying to encourage and inspire, an adjudicator, you're evaluating and critiquing. So I could see how that would be maybe a challenge for someone like you.
Well, it's interesting. As an educator, my job is to highlight their potential, let them know that they have the ability, and then give them a platform for them to practice it in an environment where they can fail.
Are there any final thoughts that you'd like to share, like opportunities in the music department this semester?
So the last thoughts, and I had so many thoughts, were we have that, and then we have a showcase coming up, the Shark Talent Showcase. There's a student choreography showcase at the end of the semester. The student senior exhibit on March the 27th. Wow. And then we have a music concert at the Miniachi. I don't know the dates. There are too many things to talk about. There's so many things. And I didn't even mention Stage 2 is doing 20th Annual Putnam Spelling Bee. We have 100 things. So look us up online and find out what's going on and come see a show.
Absolutely. Information about music and theater programs and upcoming events can be found online at nova.edu/arts. This has been Sharks in the Arts. I'm Carrie Corson. Until next time, carry on.
Thank you, Carrie. Over in the booth, we have DJ Romy to give us updates on Mako Radio.
What's going on, everyone? It's DJ Romy back inside the Mako Radio booth to give you some quick updates. We still have our lunchtime shows from 12 to 1 and our night shows from 6 to 9 on WKPX 88.5 FM Sunrise, so be sure to check those out. We also have DJs DJing throughout the day, Monday through Friday, outside here in Rosenthal, just bringing in the good vibes, so hope you guys could stop by, even say hi to them, and even request some music. And we have some events coming up, and next Saturday, we're going to have our All Fins In event, and we will have some great DJs DJing for you guys there, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you, DJ Romy.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for all of your updates.
Thank you, Madison.
To end off our show, some of NSU's art students went to the beach to create some virtual reality art. My co-anchor Madison was on the scene.
Professor Koloshumi took his extended reality class to the Marine Environmental Education Center. He wanted to give his students a special experience creating art in nature. The original idea was inspired by the art style called plein air. Plein air means to create art outdoors.
I really love the idea of the plein air. Plein air, the style from the late 1800s, like Monet, when artists, they went out to the nature and they had first-hand experience with nature. They had a touch and feel. So they start painting outdoor. So that was my idea, is like, what if we take these headsets into the beach? We have a beautiful location, the Meek.
As a part of their final project, students got the opportunity to be on the beach while creating virtual reality artwork. Jesse Caruana got to combine his two passions, marine biology and art.
It was really nice. I liked it a lot because when I'm drawing or like creating any art, I kind of try to put myself in like a ocean aspect. But here, it was like I got to hear it around me, I got to feel it, and it was really immersive. And I kind of got to incorporate that in my art, which I liked a lot.
While combining art and sciences, Maria Burnell, along with other students, got to experience something new.
Sometimes we don't experiment all the things NSU offers. I had never been to the MIC before, so like with Professor Cole was like giving us the opportunity to come here, see like all the aspects NSU is involved. I think it's really nice, so we are like a little bit involved of everything and like the art and the science there.
Jellyfish, sharks, fish, and other sea creatures were all inspiration for students' work. Nicole Gomez used sea turtles as her inspiration.
Oh, so today at the Meek Center, they have like these like two turtles kind of like sanctuary in there. And I was like, oh, like they're so cute. I was inspired. So I made these like baby turtles on the beach, kind of like hatching out of their eggs and going into the ocean.
This course is offered as an 8-week course. I'm Madison Kasper with Mako TV.
Thank you, Madison. How was it reporting on this event?
It was really interesting to get to see the students create art on the beach and then to see their final products through their headsets. What do you think of virtual reality?
This is the first time that I've seen students work with virtual reality to create art, and let me tell you that it's really inspiring. The art pieces that were created were really nice.
That is all for this episode of Mako TV. You can catch our solo release videos on our YouTube channel at Mako Television.
You can also follow us on Instagram at NSU_Mako TV. Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Go Sharks!